After watching this video, you'll be able to read Hangul more quickly and easily. Hi everyone, I'm Young-Sam, your daily Korean teacher. Today, we're learning the magic key of Hangul, the 6 Hangul syllable block patterns. In this video, I'll show you how Hangul syllable blocks are made and how to read them. Okay then, let's get started. These are the 6 syllable block patterns we'll look at today. For now, just look at them. You don't need to understand everything yet. Just notice how they look and we'll come back to them later. Okay, now let me show you how Hangul works in a very simple way. Like many other languages, Korean has consonants and vowels. It's okay if you don't know the Korean consonants and vowels yet. I'll introduce the consonants and vowels you need at each step. Next, let's look at how English and Hangul are different. In English, consonants and vowels are written from left to right, like this, left to right, in one line. So if we write M-O-O-N in one line, M-O-O-N, then we get a word moon, right? But Hangul works differently. To make one syllable block, you put together one consonant and one vowel. So, one consonant and one vowel. Sometimes there is one extra consonant at the bottom. That is final consonant. So we write like this or like this. Remember this, in Hangul, one syllable block is written as one letter block, like in square shape. So, square shape. A Hangul syllable block always starts with a consonant position, in a left or on the top. And a syllable can end with a vowel or with a final consonant. See? Now, let's go back to the 6 syllable block patterns. Look at them. All 6 blocks have one consonant position and one vowel position. And these 3 blocks are made with only a consonant and a vowel. The other 3 blocks also have a final consonant position. When you look at these 6 block patterns, the first consonant goes on the left or at the top of the syllable block. And then the vowel goes to the right of the consonant or below it. And if there is a final consonant goes at the very bottom of the block. Okay, this is the first basic rule of Hangul syllable structure. The consonant goes on the left or at the top, and the vowel goes to the right or below. And the final consonant goes at the bottom. The writing order and the reading order are the same too. You write and read from left to right, and then from top to bottom. Consonant, vowel, and then final consonant. Now you know the basic rule of Hangul syllable structure, and then when do we use each block? This is probably what you're most curious about, right? Okay, the syllable block pattern depends on the shape of the vowel. Let me show you the Korean vowels. We have not learned the consonant and vowels yet, so right now they may just look like lines, like vertical lines, horizontal lines, but each one has its own sound. So we can group these vowels by shape, like this. I'll call them vertical vowels, horizontal vowels, and compound vowels. Vertical vowels go up and down, horizontal vowel goes side to side. And compound vowels have both a horizontal part and vertical part. Now, let's see which vowel shape makes which syllable block. First, vertical vowels. Hangul syllable blocks start with a consonant position, and the consonant can be on the left or at the top. With a vertical vowel, the consonant goes on the left, and the vertical vowel goes on the right. Look, if we write diin, which makes N sound on the left, and A, the vertical vowel, on the right, and then they make one syllable block like this. We get na, na. We read it in the same order, so na, consonant, then vowel. Na. Na means I in casual form. Simple, right? Now, let's add a final consonant to a vertical vowel block. Let's add li을 as final consonant. Final consonant is the sound closest the syllable. When li을 is in the final consonant position, it sounds similar to English L, but it is shorter. You close the sound quickly, 을. A Hangul syllable block should fit inside a square shape, so to make space for the final consonant, the first part needs to move a little. We write na a little smaller and a little higher. Then we write li을 at the bottom. Now, how do we read it? Left to right, from top to bottom. 날, 느, 아, 을. 날. 날. 날 means day. Isn't that interesting? Okay, let's review. These are the two vertical vowel block patterns, without final consonant and with final consonant. 나, 날. 니은 plus 아 makes 나. 니은 plus 아 plus 리을 makes 날. Remember, with a vertical vowel, consonant goes to left and vowel goes to right of the consonant, and final consonant goes at the bottom of the syllable block. Next, horizontal vowel blocks. Again, the first consonant goes on the left or at the top, right? With a horizontal vowel, the consonant goes at the top. Let's write 시옷. 시옷 makes S sound. S. S. It's soft S sound. S. And the horizontal vowel 우 goes under the consonant like this. 시옷 and 우. When we read from top to bottom. 수. 스. 우. 수. 수 means number. Now, what should we look at next? Yes, final consonant. Final consonant goes at the bottom of the block, so in a horizontal vowel block, the final consonant goes here. Let's bring back 수. We need to add one more consonant under 수, so we need some space at the bottom. That means 시옷 and 우 become a little shorter. Now, let's write 미음, which has M sound as final consonant. In final consonant, 미음 sounds Okay, if we write 미음 under 수, we get 숨, 숨, 스, 우, 숨. 숨 means breath. Wow, we're just putting consonants and vowels together, but we can already read many Korean words. Okay, let's review. 수, 숨. These are horizontal vowel syllable blocks without final consonant. 시옷 plus 우 makes 수. With final consonant, 시옷 plus 우 plus 미음 makes 숨. Does it make sense? It's okay if it still feels confusing. After you learn the consonants and vowels, you can come back to this video. Then it'll make even more sense. We already learned 4 out of 6 block patterns. Now let's look at the last type, compound vowel blocks. In Hangul, a compound vowel is made by combining a horizontal vowel and a vertical vowel. For example, 오 and 아 come together and become this one. But how do we pronounce it? We do not say 오아. It should be the same length as other vowels. So, not 오아, it's 와. We'll practice this more in the vowel lesson, so now let's look at compound vowel blocks. A compound vowel has a horizontal part and a vertical part. So the first consonant goes in the upper left, and the horizontal part of the vowel goes under it, and the vertical part goes on the right, like this. When you write it, write the horizontal part first and then write the vertical part. Because in Hangul, we read and write from left to right and from top to bottom. Now the vowel looks like it is wrapping around the consonant. Okay then, let's try this. 이응 and 와. When 이응 is in the first consonant position, it has no sound. It is a silent consonant. But why do we need it? Because, as I told you before, in a Hangul syllable block, they must start with a consonant position. Even if there is no sound, we cannot leave that position empty, so we use 이응 as a silent consonant. Now let's write 이응 and 와. What letter is this? Yes, 와. 와. Wa can be an exclamation. In Korean, it's like wa. Okay, let's write one more 이응 as final consonant under wa. And when 이응 goes to final consonant position, it makes an ng sound. Okay, again, we need to make wa a little smaller to make space at the bottom. If we write 이응 as final consonant, we get 왕. 왕. 왕 means king. Okay, now let's review the last type. Compound vowel blocks without final consonant, 이응 plus 와 makes 와. With final consonant, 이응 plus 와 plus 이응 makes 왕. Compound vowel blocks look the most complicated, so it may take some time to get used to them, but that's okay. Go slowly and repeat them. Okay, now let's look again at the 6 syllable block patterns from the beginning of the video. How they look now? At first, they may have looked like simple colored blocks, but now you can understand them, right? Okay, then instead of building syllable blocks with separate consonant and vowels, let's take complete Korean words and break them down using the syllable block patterns we learned today. Let's see how you can actually use these patterns when you read Korean. Look at this first. The first syllable looks like this. What kind of syllable block it is? That's right. The consonant is on the left and the vowel is on the right. And there is no final consonant at the bottom. So this is a syllable with a vertical vowel and no final consonant. The consonant on the left is 시옷, which sounds like S, S. The vowel on the right is A, so S, A together makes 사. Now, let's look at the second syllable. Oh, this one is look a little more complicated, but remember, the consonant is on the left at the top or sometimes at the top left. So this part is the consonant. And the part around it is the vowel. That means this syllable has a compound vowel and no final consonant. The consonant is 기역, which makes 그 sound, 그. And the vowel is 와. We saw it before. 와. Together, they make 과, 과. So, what is the whole word? 사과, 사과. It means apple. Now, let's try another word. Look at the first syllable. The part at the top is the consonant. And the part below it is the vowel. 시옷, 스, and 우 together make 수. What about the syllable next to it? Oh, this one looks like it has a final consonant. The consonant is this, 비읍, which sounds b. The vowel is a again. And the consonant at the bottom is 기역, 그 sound, but it closes the syllable. So we have p, a, 그. That makes 박. And put the two syllables together, 수박, 수박. It means watermelon. Now let's look at one more word. This one. Oh, those two syllables look a bit more complicated because they seem to have final consonant, right? Okay, let's look syllable by syllable. First, look at this one. Can you find the consonant, vowel, and final consonant? Good. The consonant is at the top. 기역, 그. The vowel is below it. 오. And there is a final consonant at the bottom. So this is a horizontal vowel block with 받침. 그, 오, 공, 공. Now let's look at next one. This block looks a little more complicated, but remember, when the vowel has both a horizontal part and a vertical part, it is a compound vowel block. The first consonant is 이응, the silent consonant, right? And the vowel, this one, sounds 워, 워. And the final consonant at the bottom is 니은, makes 느 sound. So this is a compound vowel block with final consonant. So 워, 원, 원. Put them together. 공원, 공원. 공원 means park. Great job! Now you have seen all 6 Hangul syllable block patterns in real Korean words. 사과, 수박, 공원. How was that, everyone? Are you thinking, oh, I think I'm starting to understand it now? As you practice this more and get used to it, there will be a moment when Hangul starts to look like sound right away. And that is the moment when Hangul starts to become yours. So don't try to memorize everything right now. Take it one step at a time and practice slowly. If this video helped you, please subscribe and don't miss the next lesson. In the next lesson, we'll learn the 14 basic consonants. I'll show you their names, how to write them, and how to pronounce them. As always, simple, clear, and easy to follow. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye!